Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I've come back on today to do another episode of the Altered Book, and this is episode 11. So last time we decorated these pages. I think we did this one and this one and these. And then off camera I just decorated those two myself using pages from scraps that we've got from sheets we've used, and this sheet was from Wicked Pixy. I think this is a Damo Prince, scraps from Linedotarrow and Wicked Pixy. So we're on to this lovely flip out page now. I have an idea for this. Now, what I decided to do was I want to cover these two pages, I think, with some journaling paper. So I have some tea stained paper here, and I'm going to use that and cover those two with that. These two, I have a sheet that I bought from the Fruit Pixy, so I thought the two outer ones, these, could have this on either side, so those two sides. And then in the middle I've got a beautiful butterfly from Linedotarrow that was part of their kit, their Bohemian kit. What I've done is I've cut it out. This is the full size that it was supposed to be. I've cut it out and I've folded it in half, so, and I backed it, so you've got two here. One is pinks and one is purples, blues and greens. So I want to put that in the centre here like this, and I'm going to sort of have it free flowing, so I want to fix it in here somehow, not quite sure how at the moment. And behind that I thought to take some of this old sheet music, which is really dotted with old patina, and we'd have it, I'd have that as the background for this lovely butterfly. So now these are my thoughts, so I think we'll get started and see how far we can get. Okay, so first of all I want to just cover this page, not completely edge to edge really, so about there I think, and definitely there to cover up the writing, and about there. So that's that side, and then here we don't want it to, we've got to remember that it's there, so we want it sort of, let me make sure I'm on my line. I am kind of here, I think. Right, let's get this torn. Well, I hope you're all having a good weekend so far. In the UK we have a bank holiday weekend, so this is Sunday today, and I have got to, we're going away on Wednesday next week to Ireland, to Southern Ireland, to stay with my in-laws, and then partly with his Aunt Fee, who lives in a different part of Southern Ireland. And we are going to be leaving Tuesday after work. We're both working on Tuesday. My husband reckons as soon as he gets home from work everything's going to be ready to go, and we're more or less going to go, just up and go with the dog. We're going on the ferry. A bit apprehensive about the ferry side of things, although I know that we're perfectly fine. We've got our immunisation, you know, our COVID vaccine letters, which is called a passport kind of thing. Still a bit nervous about it all really, getting on there and all of that. I'm just going to straighten this page up so that it looks straight, and the same with this one, like so. Okay, And I just want to see if this would actually fit this side as well. Not quite, slightly different. So this is now for this side here. I think maybe this is going to be quite awkward, so I have to pull it out and try and gauge it that way. I think might be a tad too big. Yeah, I think I need to cut a tiny bit off the side. So hopefully this is going to work and not ruin it. Whether I cut it or not, I don't know. Okay, we'll try this. So we just really want a tiny bit off. So if that's on the line there, then I just want it about there. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen. Trying to take a slither off is not very helpful. I don't find it very easy. That's better. So I think it depends, because I'm right-handed. I tend to do everything that way. So I'm just going to trim that there and we'll ink that again. Yeah, so my idea is to try and get a few videos in the bank. So far I haven't got any in the bank. So we just have to see. I don't think I'm going to put myself under too much stress about it really, because if I say to you all, well, we're going to be away from the 1st of September until the 10th, then, you know, we are going to be away. If it was only for a short few days, I'd be okay. But trying to get now, between now and Tuesday when I'm working, videos up for 10 days in advance is a really difficult thing. So I'll see how I get on. I may just do one or two spaced out over that time, just so that I'm not forgotten about. I don't want you to forget me. Please don't forget me. I'm still here. So I want it to go fairly close to there, because there's writing otherwise it shows up. So okay, so that's that side. So I quite like that for journaling, because you can write on it, and this for journaling. I think I've kind of almost changed what I said, because I think I said here about, I think this actually is better because you've got something to write on. Yeah, okay, right, let's get the next piece, and we will endeavour to make that the same edge, and same edge. Where's my pencil? Pencil has disappeared. Let's get another one. Maybe there, and then so we don't quite there. So yeah, so we're going to go under a bit, so we don't have to repeat what we did, and then maybe there. Okay, see how that works out. Where did I put my ruler? I buried it. Okay, let's get that straight as we can down one of these lines. Lovely paper this is. I didn't dye it. I bought it from an Etsy shop. It's very lovely. Just check this before you round it. Okay, right, so what did about there and there? Yeah, so this is now, this page is not quite straight. Okay. Still not perfectly straight that side. Just an optical illusion, I'm not sure. No, I think it needs a little bit off. Again, isn't that strange? So we'll do it this way. We'll take that much off. I don't know, the paper may not be perfectly straight, so just checking that that looks fine now. So we ink around this. Now I've got a lot to sort out. I've got clothes to sort out. I'm going to make myself a list, I think. It's not quite straight. So we've got to fill out the passenger boarding forms, you know, for COVID. I must admit, I'll be glad when I actually get onto the ferry. I'm probably stressing over nothing, but hold on. Right, well, I'm really sorry, but something happened then and I thought I was filming. I don't think it caught me doing this, the music paper on these two sheets, so I do apologise for that. So now I've done this, why it wasn't filming, I have no idea. Anyway, I am just going to get my double-sided tape, so hold on. Right, sorry about that. I cannot find my double-sided tape, believe it or not. So I think I'm going to try and attempt to glue it. And what I'll do is use Beacon 3-in-1 and see how we get on with that. If it doesn't work, you know, obviously I will find my double-sided tape. So I want it to be kind of like here. So I'm just going to put a wide bead of it down this side here, about here like so, and I'm just going to pop that in like that, so that when you open this up, this is more or less in the middle of the book, I can see from here. So just get my bone folder and give that a little press down like that. So I want it to open like that. So this could be journaled on, this could be journaled on, and what we'll do here, I think, is, well, I kind of wanted to have this paper here, really, here and here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me just measure this page. So I'm going to leave I'm going to line it up with this, the top of this here, this music paper. I'm not going to have it close to the fold, and I'm going to have it about there. Okay, like so. Okay, so this is a sheet I bought from Wicked Pixy. So I'm just checking now. Is it this side that I checked first? I think it was. Okay. Let's see, how does that fit on this page? Oh, it fits okay. Fits very well actually. So just use that and measure another piece off. This way up. Okay. Edge actually, but I'm not sure. If this doesn't work, we may have to go for something different. I only want, actually what I'm going to do is rough the edge up rather than, oops, let me, gosh, I've got a volcano going on now with this, forgot about it, had it on the side, right. It's upside down in my desk tidy at the moment because it's near the end. So I'm just going to rough up. Again, I'm just being lazy and using my scissors. I find it easier than that little tool. I have got one. So you don't need to do it too, you know, forcefully. And we'll go along the top, and then that way we don't have to cut this paper down. These scissors have got serrated edge. Let's get rid of that glue. Let's see, we'll do the top and bottom of this one. If you try this, be very careful of not cutting yourself, especially if your scissors are very sharp like mine are. Oh, right, okay, let's ink round these, see what you think of this. Just gives it that bit of roughness, you know, that probably kind of gives it the same impression that you would have with the side that's been torn with a ruler. So, right, okay, one side is slightly wider, so let's check which was which. We're going up there into there, so that one looks okay. I've got a feeling this is the wider one though. Let's have a look. So if we put that one there like that, leave the bottom like that, and that one there, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so what I might do is put something along the bottom of these two. Right, let's get this one. I'm going to use this is quite thick paper too, good quality. So I'd say it's over 100 GSM. It's better quality than the copier paper, let's say. Okay, just make sure there's enough on there. So we want it up to the top there to line up with that, and just slightly away from the crease there, like so. So I like that. I mean, it's a bit of an unusual idea. I did come up with some weirdo ideas, I think. That's just the way I am. Can't all be the same, can we? Nice to interpret things your own way rather than someone else's way, I always think. You know, which is what I try and do. Yeah, I'm sorry about that part that wasn't video. I'm just checking that this is, I've actually put this on charge now, this phone, because that might have been why it suddenly went off, although it should have been okay. But, okay, over a bit there, so just up a tad and over a bit, and that's it. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've done. So we've got this page here. So this is why I like this material, not material, this pattern paper here. So we've got that, opens out to a nice journaling spot, and we will have a card in here, but that actually does fold back in on itself like that. And we've got this beautiful butterfly, so we can have these folded in like this. So we open the page, got our journal card in there, open the page, got this lovely butterfly, open out, and we can journal in here, and then we'll put something down here, I think. So I quite like that idea. Have a little feature like that's quite nice. Okay, so let's think, what can we put here on the bottom? Do we need anything along the bottom? Maybe we'll think about putting some lace on there when we start decorating it. I think we're going to leave it like that, so that's that. So the next page we have is this one, so we'll quickly do this one now. Okay, so I've got this piece here, which I've already torn out of a sheet of Wicked Pixies. I think that would be nice there. Okay, and let's have a look in the there was a piece of ephemera that matched this down here. I may have used it, not sure. Now let me just get this all off and have a look. So I've got a pile of paper to the side of me, and in this tray I've got some already made ephemera. Now I went through my stash. So that's one of my master boards, which I cut up, made into a big tag. So these are pieces from the sheets that we've already cut up. So I went through my stash and I thought, well, what we'll do is we'll see what we can possibly use. And I've got all bits and bobs in here. Oh, there's another envelope there that could be decorated, so I think that's why I put it in here. There's a couple of cards that I actually sewed around and put a bit of material down there. That is up the top there. So that's lovely birds. So sometimes I just collect bits and pieces. So these are out of the kits, and so are these. And I've got a card here that's actually was gifted to me in some bits that were exchanged. I've got some stickers, more cards. So this is the piece I'm thinking of. So let's put these all back, because we don't want those now. We're not using those at the moment. So this goes here, and then this piece I thought may, if I cut the top off, because I can always reprint it, would be quite nice to have a piece of this down underneath here, I thought. So that's what I'm going to do. So where do I want this? I don't want it in the centre. So we'll have it there. So we will take off that down to there, and we will bring that down to the very edge if we can, kind of there like so. A tad more because that shapes that end. So then I think if you have it like that, we make it into a little pocket. Okay, that's what we'll do. So we want it sort of to come to about there. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Okay, just going to get my craft knife out and put down there. I don't know that this knife is particularly sharp. See if I can tear it now. Okay, and I have a line here, so that's better. I don't think I pressed hard enough. Okay, let's bring the book back. Have it as a little pocket here, actually. Okay. Right, just wondering if I've got enough here to back it with. Not quite. Just a bit of a scrap. So let's find another scrap. Just having a quick look for a scrap of card. I have some here. I have some here. Okay. So I just want to strengthen that if I'm going to put it on. So this, I think, would be perfect. It's very thin. These are bits of packaging. This is very thin, but if we put that on there, that's just going to give it enough strength, but not too much bulk, I think. Either that, or we'll use a piece of this. Okay, let's use this because it's more or less the right size. Perfect. Right. Okay. So all we need to do really is stick this down to this piece. So, oh, I've dropped it now. Oh gosh, I'm getting all... Right, first thing, put the knife away. Very sharp. Okay. Right, let's get this on here. Like so. So it's not got anything on the other side. Some of the packaging has, some of it's cereal packaging and stuff like that. I stopped saving it at the moment because I had got a huge pile of it, and you know, you get to the stage where you don't really know where to put it all. So for the time being I have stopped, but I know that we have packaging, that things we always buy. Like my husband likes to buy a bulk box of, like, when it's on offer, of Coca-Cola tins, and that is a beautiful brown, lovely colour. And so that piece can go back in here. We've got all bits now in this pile, all little bits, but they all come in handy for little cards, and I don't throw them away, I just keep them in there like so. Now that's done. So I don't think there's a right or a wrong way up. So let's get the book back in. Okay, so we want this here, and we want this here, and I'm going to round the corners, I think, with the 7mm. Let's see what that looks like. That looks perfectly good to me. And I think we'll put a little thumb hole in with the hole circle punch. Just going to measure it now. Make sure that it's a roughly 5, just under 5. So if we just say about there, should be right. We just wanted a small one, really, like so. And then we're going to ink round this. Okay, get rid of the bits. Let's get this down. So we want that around about there. It doesn't really matter too much because we just put the pocket on. Move the book, otherwise we run out of space. Glue book, glue stick. Yes, all the time my mind's working overtime about what we need, what we must remember to take. We've got, you know, gifts and things to take to his mum and dad, and his Aunt Fee for letting us stay in her Teague. Teague is small house, well, house, I think, and een, anything with een on, so my husband tells me, means small. So Teague is the name of her little cottage that she doesn't really rent out to anybody, only lets families stay there. So that's where we're going to be staying when we go and see her, and she's down in West Cork, and his parents are in suburbs of Dublin now, and they have a lovely place in Greystones, which is absolutely lovely, and they only have like 10-minute walk down to the beach. So they walk along the seafront every day, which must be good for the soul, I'd say. Oops. Good for the soul. That would be nice. There's some nice little areas around around about. I like Bray, and they've got a very lovely, very great little railway line called the Dart, which just, you know, it's almost like a tram train, but it runs on tracks and goes through the towns, so it's really lovely and very, very easy. I don't know why the UK can't, you know, have some public transport that's as easy, although possibly in other cities in the UK they may have. So I think we're going to have this here, and again I cannot get all of this out, so it's a good job it's being stuck down really. So I think this is going to go in here, so I'm going to take the bulk out. So I'm just going to cut there, like so, take the bulk out, and so it's going to be glued down there. So we'll just glue this bit down anyway, because we know we're going to have to stick that bit down. Stop it getting in the way. Okay, that's fine. So that's going to be there like that. So we want something here now. So I thought to carry on with these lovely colours here, we'd use some of this. This again is another sheet from the Wicked Pixie. So we could actually just cut it down to there, I think, and have it to the edge, I think, more or less. So with the pencil we will mark it there and about there, I think. Right. Yeah, so when I placed an order, not with the Wicked Pixie, with the Fruit Pixie, I was getting all mixed up. So the Fruit Pixie is an online shop. They do have a shop in Etsy, but they also have a website, and there's more on the website than there is in their Etsy shop. So I tend to order from the website, and they have a little like loyalty scheme, so you get a little loyalty card if you ask for it at the checkout, and you can collect the stamps. They send you with your order, they'll send you stamps, and well, the little labels really they've written on, I think, or printed on, something like that, I can't remember now. And you get money off when you fill that little card up. I just saw the mark, now I can't see it. How peculiar. Okay, let's quickly get the book back. It's just disappeared from view. So it would be around about there, that's why it's not at the edge, it's in the middle. And as soon as I turn the paper round, I can't see it again. Right, it's on that line there. Okay, just ink round this. Oh, we don't need to ink that bit, do we? It's going inside. Okay, so let's get this down. Right. Oh, getting in a bit of a pickle. Everything's in the way. Glue book. Glue stick. Oh, wrong one. I've just found that in my drawer when I was looking for the double-sided tape. So I thought But I'll get that out because this won't last much longer, this Scotch one, so at least I have another one to use. Okay, right, let's just turn this book like this, so I hope you can still see me. So just get this, kind of needs to be okay. Don't want it too far in, that should be fine. Okay, so that's that. Now we've got to think about what we put here. Do we put the same paper again, or do we put something else? Let's have a look. I'll just have a look in my bag of scraps from here, from this project. See what we've got. That's quite nice. We've got some invoice here. That would be quite nice. Everything is quite nice, really, isn't it? Let's face it. So I've still got some invoice. Not feeling it. This is quite nice. Quite nice. Everything is quite nice. That would be quite nice. Would be too much with that though. My taste levels you might think are awful. Now I've got some sort of scraps of this green. I'm not going to say it. On this one here, this is just a sheet I had. Now I like that actually, and you know, that could be journaled on if the person wanted to. We've also got this, but that's a bit too narrow. That's the same as that one. Just see what else we've got. That's too bright for that page. Okay, I think we'll go with some of this. Put these back. Let's just put them back in now while we're here. Otherwise, I won't put them back in until whenever. Sometime. Whenever. So let's put those all in there. Right, so this goes up this way. It's sort of this colour with some very pale green, yellowy, kind of goldy colour, and some script. So, you know, I've just put into that bag a few bits of scraps that I think are good for kind of collaging, she says, as she fails to tear that off. Okay, book, and yeah, I think that kind of tones down this, which is quite out there. We want to wrap some of this round, so we may only want to, I don't know, cut it about there, I think. Just eyeballing it. Take the bottom off, like so. Let's have another look. So I like all that writing there. So I think we can put the thumb hole back in. So we're going to not have it right there. So got enough to kind of fold over. I just wanted to match that side. Right. Okay, so put it kind of there, and about there. So like so. Ink around it, which will really nicely define it. Oh, I don't know why I'm inking that edge, because we're going to wrap that round, aren't we? Get carried away. Right. Okay, so let's get that down. Okay. And just pop that up like so, just so that I can get that kind of lined up there. And then we are going to fold this along here. Okay, and we will remember to put the thumb hole in now, which I can see just there. So there's the outline of it, like so, and then we ink round here before we glue it down. I have to try and glue this flat, so I'm going to use the Beacon 3-in-1. And I'm going to put some all the way along here. Put the lid on. Then kind of want to hold it like so. And have the book flat on this side. And there we have our pocket done. So we've got this lovely feature. So this is what we've done today, a lovely feature like this. I think we'll go that way round. Then we've got this here, which we've just done. And then next time we're going to do these 2 pages, and then we're going to actually incorporate a flip into there before we glue those 2 pages together. Okay, and then we're going back to the most dreaded pockets I don't like. And we've got a double one of those, and I thought we'd cut down there and have 2 separate ones for change. Right, so that's it for today. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon. I once again apologise for that part that didn't film rather. Showing my age now saying tape. Didn't film, and you didn't miss much. I just covered the pages of that music page. And as I say, I'm going to be away from next Wednesday, the 1st of September, up to and including the 10th. So I will do as many videos as I can between now and Tuesday when I'm back at work, before I break up then that evening for holiday. I will do as many as I can in the bank, so hopefully you won't miss me while I'm away. Okay then, take care everyone. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.